Hi, I'm Tyler, and it's the beginning of the new year, so I just watched a video, hopefully over here somewhere, about just starting. If you have an idea, just jumping in and starting and seeing where it takes you. Not too much planning, not too much overthinking, and just starting a channel. So my friends and I had the idea to open up a card store, mainly focused on D&D, and I've been wanting to do it for years. But I'm finally in a financial place where I have a couple extra bucks at the end of every month, and I can invest it towards something with my friends. So, we're starting a store, and it's called MapleHeart Hobbies. It's going to focus on Dungeons and Dragons, miniatures, terrains, tabletop stuff, Magic the Gathering, and a little Pokemon maybe. So, if you ever wanted to follow along to see how a store starts, probably with a really low budget compared to what all the numbers say online, most of the sites say that you need to have 50,000 to 100,000, but everyone that I've met in our area started pretty small. So we're going to also start pretty small. So as you can see, we are in the closet that I call my office at my house. So this is our little lights. Normally I'm a writer. As you can see here, this is where I write and keep my word count and submit stories and stuff like that. Here's my little chibi robo painting, and here's the fun lights that get hot enough to warm the closet in the winter months. So this isn't really big enough to run a card store. But we found a spot that I can't really announce yet because I have to sign the lease, but the landlord seemed like he was very interested, and we're just waiting to get the keys and give him a check. So what does every store need? Inventory. So I have a pretty large supply, almost a hoarder's level supply, of random merchandise and things I've loved collecting over the years that I honestly haven't even looked at. So first things first, every store needs cards. So as you can see, here's me, Tyler, and I got these two boxes here. So what we have to do is we have to sort them all, and then we have to look up their value on a website called TCG Player. While we wait to sign the lease, we want to get the online store started, and there's a lot of little things we want to do, and hopefully, as you follow along on this series, you can see all the cool things we're going to do. So first things first, we have to organize these cards. Alright. So we got this. Got these two cases here. We really only have one thing besides our laptop in this room, which is our light, and this is a turtle. Got it a very long time ago, and it's always just to remember to take things slowly. If you have a big mess to clean up or a big pile of things to do, you can just grab one or two things out of the mess every day, and eventually you'll have a clean house. So we're going to do the same thing with the card store. Mr. Turtle's going to take a lock over here, and then we're going to organize our cards. So I do have to sleeve them up and stuff like that, but I should be able to get started here. Some Pokemon cards too. Some original. Wow. Really brings back memories. So this looks like what we're starting with. And if you give me a minute, I'll cut back and see how much this is all supposed to be on TCG Player. Alright, so we got everything tallied up, and it looks like it's about this much money, which I believe is about $700, but might be a little lower than that while we start to get our selling going and getting everyone used to seeing our name around town. So with that, we have our store, we have a small online shop, and we have our cards set up at MapleHeart Hobbies. So now we just have to wait for orders to roll in, and then we'll get started. Thanks.